y'all, Carrie D here, host of Coffee with Carrie Homeschool Podcast and the author of Just Breathe and Take a Sip of Coffee. And I try to help you homeschool one step at a time, one day at a time, and one cup of coffee at a time. And so I've been sharing some of my all-time favorite homeschooling curriculum that's we've used over the years that aren't as popular or well known as some of the ones that most people use or recommended. So today I wanted to share with you literally hands down my all-time favorite language arts curriculum. And the reason I love it for language arts is because it truly does hit all the aspects of language arts. So it's not just grammar and punctuation. It's not just reading and writing. It is also observation and narrating and dictating and copy work and communicating. It's the whole art of language. And the best part is it's not consumable. And so you don't have to buy a whole bunch of them. So my all-time favorite language arts curriculum that you could use with the entire family is called Primary Language Lessons. Start with this one. If you have older kids, don't worry, a lot of it will be review, but trust me, it will help you fill in holes that your older kids might have. And then when you finish this one as a family, then make sure you do intermediate language lessons. Now, this is where, if you have older students, it's really going to get into some of the skills and some of the rules of grammar and punctuation and spelling and writing and reading that, of course, you want older kids to know, okay? But it's called Primary Language Lessons. And again, it is something that you can do with the entire family. Each lesson, I'm not going to say that each lesson you do a day, because some lessons you can do in 5 minutes, so you could do 2 or more if you want. And some lessons might take a little bit longer because sometimes you're memorizing poetry or you're memorizing a favorite quote, okay? Or you're writing a story, so that might take a couple of days. So lessons could be done in a day, they could be done in a couple of days, all right? But like for instance, the first lesson, they're looking at this beautiful picture and then you're asking them questions about the picture. And so you're just getting them to talk and communicate. Lesson 2, they're doing some copy work, okay? Lesson 4, I love it. They're memorizing this poem, all right? And then lesson 3, they're practicing is and are. When's the most appropriate time to use that? Now, mamas, don't worry. The intermediate one does get more difficult where they're writing letters and essays and things like that, but it takes a little longer. All right, so primary language lessons, intermediate language lessons, I promise it's like 3 years of language arts all done for you. Have fun.